Hey guys, what's up? It's Samantha, and this week I am doing a plan with me with this Scribble Prince Co. sort of like fairy tale inspired mini kit. I do not remember what it's called, so sorry, look in the title, it'll be there. So I'm starting out with my sidebar, and I used this really pretty star 5mm washi from Simply Gilded, and I used a ton of gold foil throughout this spread. I did use the bougie boxes, not boozy. Someone was like, why are they called boozy boxes? No, bougie boxes with like a G. And I pulled in a bunch of the marble multicolor that had like the gold glitter stroke on it because the mini kit doesn't come with very many like labels, that sort of thing, compared to a like normal full-size ultimate kit. And I did have the Fashion Girls with this. I actually don't know if I ordered the Fashion Girls or if they were in a rack, like one of those rack bags that I get in my orders sometimes. So I don't know, but I had enough boxes to make this work. So I used a bunch of overlays from Scribble Prince Co. that are like the star ones, and then I used her like new gold confetti overlays that are like denser than the original gold confetti. So here I'm just trying to figure out like where I'm going to put my full boxes. I did do 2 day extenders on the second half of the week, and I used the like bougie day extenders, which I ended up like using more full boxes on them. So like in retrospect, it might have been more cost effective. I'd have to like do the math to have just done a normal day extender and then put like one like bougie box overlay on half of it. I don't know. But I did end up, this is my first time using like the bougie day extenders are right here. And yeah, I used all kinds of like fun. I forgot to put it down on that one. So this week I was actually on vacation for the full week, which is why I had like a bunch going on a lot of the days. Like I was on, like I said, it was a week off. Like I wasn't like going anywhere, but I used a week of vacation to just stay at home and chill out. Joe and I try to do that like for a week in the spring every year because I can't really take off a lot of time in June or July. So I took off a week in May, and then I took off the week in August for like our actual vacation and like going to the SPC planner party and all that. But honestly, I prefer staycations more than traveling. I feel like I just can't relax. Like when I'm traveling, when I come home, I feel like I need a week to recover from traveling. Like it's fun, but it's not restorative or relaxing to me at all to travel. And I know there's some people who absolutely live for traveling, but I am not one of them. I like my house. I like being in my house. Like I always like having, like I'm glad I like have experiences or see things, but it's not restful or restorative whatsoever to me. I'm just like anxious and I can't sleep the entire time I'm gone. So I'm never going to be a big traveler, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right being a homebody. It's just how I am. So I did kind of stupidly, I forgot I was doing the bougie boxes, and so I forgot to put them down before I did the headers. So there is like a little bit, like a hair of an overhang on a lot of the boxes, like when I put them down after the headers, but like, oops. I wasn't going to pull up headers after all of this. And I don't think I mentioned the overlay I did on the bottom washi. I think I did that before I started because it was a full box overlay, but it's the Dangling Stars overlay from Girl Boss Anna. And it works like it's a full box size, but it works just fine on bottom washi because there isn't anything on the bottom. It's just clear. So I put it down on the bottom washi and then trimmed with just like a pair of scissors, just cut off the bottom of that before I put it down. But Girl Boss Anna overlay tapes don't really stick to Erin Condren paper. So if you ever like want to do some Frankenstein thing with her overlay tapes on your planner, you will be able to like peel up anything that you're like trimming off with like a slice tool or something. It peels off really, really easily. So I'm just going ahead and putting the deco down up here. I loved like the very whimsical, like the little like woodland critters kind of thing, and Normally I'm not a big pastel person, but these are just some of my favorite, like if I'm going to do pastel colors, I really like these colors. I really like pastel blue. I think it's super pretty. And the marble worked just fine with this. There isn't really marble as much as it's like that white subway tile or white brick background on a lot of stuff, and like a lot of wood textures. But I mean, marble is pretty neutral, so whatevs. Yeah, and then I like went ahead and put in a ton of like gold deco star pieces from Scribble Prince Co. as well. Yeah, so this like week of vacation, the only really productive things I did, which I am going to mark in the sidebar, but I'm just going to start talking about them now because like the actual sidebar clip is like 10 seconds. I marked that I had the week off, obviously, and then also we cleaned out the basement. This was before the first basement flood, and I'm actually really thankful that I had done this basement clean out this week because we took a bunch of stuff like up to go to Goodwill, and I went through all of my books that were in the basement, and some of them were like in containers that had like cracks, like the like plastic Rubbermaid container or something had cracked, and I had like consolidated things, and there were things that had just been directly sitting on the floor that I had like moved onto shelves or like put into like the blue Rubbermaid containers that like are indestructible, just to like consolidate and like group things together. And I ended up saving like quite a few things that would have had to be thrown away, like sentimental objects that would have been on the ground if I hadn't done this. So here's like the wiggle with all the shine. This is like a very shiny week. It's very pretty. And then my in-laws came up to help with yard work, which is the last thing that I am marking here. Our yard is like definitely, it still like needs help, but they like helped with mulching and stuff, and we cleaned out the gutters and all that fun stuff. So then on Monday, I had a really lazy day. I slept in past noon, which I marked with an emoji like onesie, one of the dragons, and then I had a very lazy day, just like sat on the sofa and read all day. And then I unloaded the dishwasher. I made steak for dinner, and then this was when I read Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which has probably been one of my favorite reads. I'd say it's still in my top 3 reads of 2019, and I stayed up really late reading it because I couldn't put it down. It's like I read a lot, but there aren't often books where I will literally like be in bed still as an adult. Like I'm reading on my Kindle, so it's backlit, and being like, just one more page, just one more chapter, like, and putting off going to bed because normally I like my sleep, but that was one of those books that I just could not put down. And it was pretty long. I think it's over 800 pages, so it did take me a couple days to read, but I got through it pretty quickly, and I might have been reading other stuff simultaneously with it. I'm usually one to kind of bounce between a couple books. And then on Tuesday, oh wow, I just noticed like my whiteout, you can't tell like in that, but like my whiteout like is super discolored that I whited out like over Tuesday, whatever was on Tuesday, like the holiday or something, Teacher Appreciation Day. My like whiteout turned yellow. I've never like noticed that happening before. Oops. I don't know if I like left it sitting out in the light or something. That's odd. Okay, I'm like totally way behind. But Tuesday, I'm like moving everything anyways. We had an Amazon package. I unloaded the dishwasher. I folded a bunch of laundry I had done over the weekend, and that foiled washing machine sticker is from Simply Watercolor Co. It was in like a foiled booklet of lots of like gold foiled things. I read and had coffee and used that Maru from Paper and Milk. I love that sticker. I've gone through so many sheets of it. And then I also used a Paper and Milk cute little cheeseburger to mark that Joe and I got McDonald's. And then I just hung out with Joe on Tuesday and then played in my planner. And then at night I had like wine, popsicles, and read. And that popsicle sticker is from Magic Prince Co. She actually has like another new popsicle sticker that I ordered sheets of. I love popsicles. I actually haven't had popsicles in a while. Like I went through a couple months where I was like burning through Outshine Pops so quickly. It was a kind of an expensive habit, but I still have like a box of the kids' ones in my freezer. I should like, no, I want popsicles. Maybe I'm gonna like read and have popsicles today. There, I've decided. Wednesday, I think I was having trouble sleeping, so I just like laid in bed and listened to my audiobook for quite a while. And then I got up and had coffee and read. And then this was the day we decluttered the basement. So I used a Maru holding a trash bag and then a declutter script from Scribble Prince Co. And it was also trash day, which is part of why we were taking stuff up, like stuff that needed to get thrown away so we could just put it out at the curb. And then I used a like file folder thing from Paper Shaira. It used to be Toffee Bananas Coach, and a script to mark that I organized my stickers. And then I edited. And then Joe and I went on a Giant Eagle date night, and then I stayed up to finish Skyward because I could not like go to bed with 100 pages left. Like I remember I was like, okay, I don't care if I'm up till 2 a.m, I have to finish this now. Thursday I unloaded, and then I had coffee and read, and that sticker is from some sheet I got at the SPC planner party. I do not remember what shop it is, but they were really cute, and they're like my favorite color combo of like books and coffee, so I definitely kept them. And I will put the shop will be linked down below. I just have to check my sticker stash. And then we ordered pizza for lunch because vacation. And then I actually made more coffee. I rarely have like more than 1 cup of coffee in a day, but I was just like in the mood to have coffee and read all afternoon. And then I had an Amazon package, and I ordered Mother's Day gifts because I'm so bad at remembering dates. I was like, oh crap, Mother's Day's this weekend. Like, how could I forget that? But I am so bad. You'd think for someone who is as obsessed with planning as I am that I would be really good at remembering birthdays and holidays and that kind of stuff. I'm like always just like that, like mentally out in left field, and I'm always surprised by everyone's birthday, anniversary, holiday. Like I just can't. And then I edited, and that computer and also the foil coffee cup were both from Magic Prince Co. And then the Amazon thing that I got was our Echo Dot. They had like a really good deal on the new Echo Dot. I think it was like $15 or something, 15 or $20. So I got one of those. And then I also got just like the cheapest Philips Hue, like normal incandescent white light bulbs to put in the lamps upstairs, because I was sick of having to run upstairs to turn off a lamp if I like forgot to turn off the light. So now I can just be like, tell my Alexa to turn off the upstairs lights, and she does it, and it's great. So then I had wine, and this was a day that it was like my allergies were super bad, but it was raining so hard. We had like all these the trees on our street have these like hot pink magenta flowers, and I just remember looking outside, and there was so much water in the road, and like all of the petals had started falling, and like from the rain and everything, it was just like this magenta river outside on the street. Like it was very, very intense, and I just like was standing and staring out the door. This was like the beginning of the end. We had so much rain this spring, which is why like we flooded a couple times, because the water tables were already like completely saturated. So there was like nothing to absorb the water. It was just like overflowing because we had so much rain. Actually a bunch of farmers and like some of Joe's family farms, like there were like one of Joe's aunts, they like couldn't plant anything this spring because their fields were flooded like for 6 weeks or something. So there were like a ton of farmers around here that just like couldn't plant crops at all, which is like really scary. So then Friday I did laundry, and that laundry, the washing machine is from Clever Gal Crafts, and all the scripts I used on Friday were from Scribble Prince Co. I uploaded and like did the info on a video, and that computer sticker is from Fox and Cactus. And then I had a planning time, and that like planner scrapbooky sticker is from Paper Shaira. And we had Scribble Prince Co. new releases, of course. And then Joe and I played a bunch of Mario Odyssey on Switch. And then I had wine and read, and both of those stickers are from Paper and Milk. And then Saturday was the day my in-laws were here. So in the morning I unloaded, and then I just used the Plant Some Flowers script from like a seasonal Scribble Prince Co. sampler thing. And like, I was not super involved in any of the outdoor stuff, but I did run to Home Depot with Joe and my mother-in-law to pick up some stuff. And then I did, like, a bunch of my stickers are, like, got all yellowed. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if I, like, had this open for a really long time, but I'm noticing it wasn't just the whiteout. Like, a couple of my stickers, it doesn't show on, like, camera, but because I like filmed this like a few days ago, but a bunch of my stickers are like all yellowed and weird. That's like weird. I wonder if something got on my planner or like it sat out in the light or something. I've never had that happen before. I'm like so completely distracted, but I did talk on the phone to my mom, and then one of my friends, Clay, like called, and I talked to him for like 15 minutes, so I marked that. And then I had wine time and read and cuddles with Joe. Sunday was Mother's Day, so I used a rose-colored days light gold holiday script because her light gold matches Scribble Prince Co.'s gold better than like her normal gold, if that makes sense. And then Joe was on call on Sunday, so it was the end of his vacation, but I made this like an all about me kind of day. I read all day. I FaceTimed my mom for Mother's Day. Amazon package. I did a load of towels, and that washing machine sticker is from Papershire. And then I planned next week, again, that is from Papershire. And then Game of Thrones was on, and I used a Once More with Love dragon from the Mother of Dragons sheet to mark that. So this was like my whole week off. I actually had a really relaxing, nice time. Like this whole week was just reading and doing like chill, relaxing, fun things. I want to say this was like the week that I started getting re-caught up in my main planner, but I was so far behind the 8 ball with all my planners, hence why I'm still filming May memory keeping spreads, and it's like we've got a week left in August, so oops. But yeah, I'm really enjoying finally getting caught up on these spreads, and I feel like you guys are liking them too. I've had just like so much more engagement on my videos recently. Like part of why I stopped doing them is I felt like no one was watching them and I wasn't getting comments, and like it's just sort of like, I mean, as much as I love, like I was still planning for myself in my main planner, but doing like an extra spread every week was just sort of like, well, why am I doing this if no one likes it? And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start posting again. And then I started posting again, and people started watching them again. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. Like, you guys missed me. Like, I missed you guys too. So it's just been really good. I don't know what changed, but I feel like it just feels more fulfilling to do these again, where for a while it just wasn't. So hopefully I will like eventually get caught up and not be 3 months behind. I still have like most of May, June, July. I'm more than 3 months. It's like 3.5 months behind. So eventually I will get caught up. These just take so long. Like I fast forward and you guys like don't see, like for this I pulled all the stickers ahead of time, which I don't always do, but just pulling all the stickers ahead of time takes so long. So it can easily be like over 2 hours of work, 2.5 hours of work just to like pull the stickers and put all this together. And I'm very like nitpicky about things like being straight and like lined up and everything. So, you know, like I just don't always have time to sit down and do one of these, but I really do enjoy them, and I'm trying to be better like once I'm done filming to immediately like edit and voice over and like get it out instead of sitting on footage for weeks, which I have been guilty of doing in the past. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and for listening to my like super weird rant, but hopefully not rant, I don't know, like rambling thoughts. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, even if it's like a pretty chill week. I have this beautiful wiggle here at the end, which this week was just so gorgeous and so shiny, and it makes me very, very happy. So yeah, and then I'm like trying to like wiggle so you can see the overlays on the boxes, but yeah, it's just a very shiny, happy week. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.